Hi there, Keith.
How you
Campbell,
doing?
West Point Magazine. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's an honor.
You've had several opportunities to meet with cadets today. What did they want to know from you, and then what impressed you about them?
Well, I was greatly impressed with them because this is the future leadership of the country, and to have a chance to meet and talk with them, it's just a proud moment for me. Questions were about leadership, and you know what qualities of leadership did I need for the different jobs that I had, and they also wanted to know about kind of national defense and how we deal with both conventional war and counterterrorism, and my thoughts on that. So they were very good questions, but most importantly, I was just very impressed with these young cadets because, as I say, when I was Secretary of Defense, I looked into the eyes of a lot of men and women in uniform that serve this country, and they're willing to put their lives on the line for our country. I wish sometimes the leadership in Washington would be willing to take a little bit of that courage just to govern the country.
Congratulations. I just wanted to ask you a little bit about these West Point cadets we have here. I mean, what do you think of them being here, serving their country? I know you talked a little bit about that, but could you elaborate a little and also tell us what you think about this review that we just had here?
Yeah, well, first of all, this is fantastic to watch the review. A long time ago when I was in ROTC, we used to do these reviews, and I understand how this thing works. And then when I was Secretary of Defense, we did a number of reviews there at the Pentagon. So it's a great ceremony, and it really shows the country our very best, and I think that's important. I really believe that service to country is something everybody in this country ought to do. My immigrant parents taught me that we owed something back to this country, and I think everybody owes something back to this country. These cadets are fulfilling that responsibility, and by virtue of being in uniform and in the future being the future military leaders of our country, I think we're in good hands. For all of those that may be frustrated sometimes with what's going on in this country, I think our greatest hope is on that field with those cadets.
Okay. Did anyone in particular, of all the sort of roles you played in government, did anyone in particular one give you the most satisfaction in terms of serving your country? Which is what you're being
I get that question a lot because I've been in a lot of jobs. I have to tell you something, and it's the truth, which is that my 50 years of public life, I've seen Washington at its best and Washington at its worst. The good news is I saw Washington work. And when I was a member of Congress, it was a Washington that worked. Republicans and Democrats worked together. We were able to govern. I was able to get things done, not just for my district, but for the country. And I really enjoyed the opportunity to represent my district in California. I wish we could get back to those days because I think it's important for our democracy to learn how to govern again.
Oh, hi, congratulations.
How are you?
Good, good. So what do you think, in your opinion, is the significance of the Thayer Award, and what are your thoughts on it?
Well, I'm frankly very, very humbled to receive the Thayer Award. As I said, I'm the son of Italian immigrants. I wish my parents were alive to see me receive that award because I'm now on a wall of the Thayer awardees where there are really historic legends that are on that wall. So I'm very humbled, and I'll say it tonight, but I received this award really on behalf of all the men and women in uniform that I had the opportunity to lead when I was Secretary of Defense. They're the ones that, frankly, should be recognized for their service.
Thank you.
You said that the cadets asked you about leadership. What was your advice to them of what it takes to be a good leader, especially with the positions you've held?
There are, several important things that I mentioned to them that I thought were important. One is it's really important to create a sense of team. And every job I had, I thought the most important thing was to make people feel like they're part of one team. And the way you do that is by setting goals, goals that need to be achieved. You don't just walk into these jobs just to sit on your rear end. You walk in to achieve goals and to accomplish something for the country. So if you can get the rest of your team to embrace those goals, that's important. But secondly, and also very importantly, I said, you've got to be who you are. Don't try to pretend you're somebody else. Be honest with who you are and be honest with the people around you. That's easy to say, but sometimes it's tough for people to really implement, because sometimes we all want to basically present our best face. But I think the more honest we are and the more honest that dialogue is, the better the team and the better the chances for success.
So, sir, your last question goes to Ken.
Sir, congratulations from all of us at the American Legion. Just your thoughts on today's veterans, taking care of veterans. Your son's a veteran, you're a veteran. Just some of the key, how to take care of today's veterans.
Well, I think we have an obligation to those who have served this country in uniform to not walk away from them, but to always be there to support them and their families. They've earned it because, as I said, they've been willing to put their lives on the line for this country. I think we in this country have to be willing to stand up and make sure that they receive the benefits and the care and the support that they need, because they have given our country the freedom and liberty that we enjoy.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. I know
Okay,
you have to
guys.
get
Thank you.
to the
Thank you
next
very much.
phase of the night.